Last year or so, Derek came out with a t-shirt. Derek goes to school at Rochester Community Technical College, and they have a slogan there. It was on his shirt. What was that slogan, Derek?
Expect the unexpected.
What was that, Derek?
Expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. I looked at that shirt and said, huh? How can you expect the unexpected? If you don't know, I mean, isn't the very nature of that something unexpected, you can't plan for it. Now, as a rule, how many of you ever played ball? Baseball? Anybody? Play baseball? Anybody ever played third base? Ryan? If you play third base, what should you always expect?
The ball.
I'll try that again, Ryan. It's a shorter word, it begins with B. But what should you always expect if you're playing third base?
Bunt.
Who's that? You're a ball player. You don't expect the bunt. Come on, Ryan. You play second base now, won't you? What's that?
I just read the ad, so.
You do what?
Keep going.
Keep going. Dad's gonna whack you when you get outside. But you should always expect the bunt, right? Always expect the bunt when you're playing third base, right? Yeah, you should expect the ball too. I love playing third base when I play ball because usually you had one chance. The ball was by you so fast you're like, oh well. You didn't even think about it, right? I mean, how many of you this morning came to church expecting, you know what? I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Pastor Dave lost 50 pounds this week. None of you expected that, did you? Wouldn't you have been surprised this morning? Wouldn't I have been surprised this morning? But the very nature of expectations is we don't understand or plan for them. We do our best to plan for unexpected events, right? We have a savings account, earning a sparkling 0.1% interest or something of that nature, but you put money away so that when an unexpected dilemma happens, the water heater goes out, the pipes break, or you're driving kids to camp and your Suburban breaks down, and you have to buy a new one. Right? The unexpected things happen. This morning, a great thing just happened. Before, you didn't all see it because you're all singing that hymn, Christ the Lord is risen today. I'm watching the Christ choir back there, and they're not moving. And I'm thinking, I thought Mel told me they only had 2 songs they were playing. Was there something unexpected I wasn't aware of? And I thought perhaps I messed up. And it was simply because somebody wasn't moving this table into the rest and go in, but I was a little, did I miss something? Unexpected. Now, we do know that sometimes the things are unexpected. They are indeed a joy. Correct? They are. That day when all of a sudden you realize, honey, I think there's something I need to tell you. Right? Now, as a rule, that the first day might have been unexpected, but I'm assuming, Sam, that about another month, you said? Yeah. There's something you're going to expect that's going to happen, right? Right? And that'll be that I won't see Owen's mom and dad for about the next 3 Sundays after that. Okay? What expectations? How can you expect the unexpected? How can something happen that is so beyond your understanding that just blows you away? The expectations of this day, way back in the Gospel of Mark. Now, Jesus had told his disciples, I'm going to die. But 3 days later, I'm going to rise. He had told them that. He told them to expect that, and yet it never dawned on them that it would actually happen. The women go to the tomb. Obviously, they expect there to be a body there. They're taking spices and aloes. They're worried about who's going to roll the big heavy stone away. And they get there and find out that Jesus is not there. be a bit shocking, don't you think? As a rule, most of us don't see the dead up walking around. And I really think that the resurrection stories for us probably are one of the most unexpected things in life. We kind of understand the whole birth thing, Jesus born of a virgin. Okay, we can kind of handle the whole birth thing, because we see babies born all the time, but we don't see the dead getting up, walking. The resurrection would be as unexpected today as it was in Jesus' time. Now we, people a couple thousand years later, we know the story. Right? Most of us have heard it for how long? Since we were young? Those first times we went to Sunday school? This will be my 51st Easter. I guess that would be how many it would be. We've heard the story. I've heard it. I've understood it. But if it happened today, I'm not sure how I would react. I'm not sure that my reaction would not be one of fright, much like the women here. You can imagine the gals walking into the tomb. I mean, how scary is it for you to walk into a darkened room and all of a sudden there's someone over there that goes, boo. And instead they walk in and there's a guy sitting there. Jesus isn't here. Well, he told us. But we really didn't think it would happen. We didn't really expect it. But we are people that have read the story. We are people who have listened to it. We are people who believe it. What do we do with it? The joy of the resurrection. As this gentleman tells the women, go and tell the disciples. Go and tell Peter. Go and tell the world that what Christ taught you actually happened. Why? So that they might believe. So that they might become disciples of the risen Christ. So that they too would hear the stories that Jesus taught, so they too might become closer to their God. So that they too would have this joy in their hearts on this day. And I realize, of course, when you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, there's rarely joy in your heart. But today is a day of joy. Because Christ is alive. And He's alive for you. He's alive to show you God's grace and love. He's alive to continue teaching you about the power of the Almighty. He rose from the dead. First to take away our sins. And then to show us the power of God. Today we have the joy. Expect the unexpected. It's not an ending. Most of us see death as an ending. But yet, because of the risen Christ, it will be for us, for those who believe, for those who are children of God, for those who are disciples of the risen Christ, it will be a day of new beginnings. What to expect? We don't know. But it will be a joyful day. Go out into the world with the message that Christ, the Lord, is risen today. He has risen for you. Would you please join me in